Here we go. Who ascends into the grand final? Will it be an all Chinese grand final, or will Happy win another tournament? Happy has broken his all-time ELO record. Happy has broken the all-time ELO record. With the numbers that are available to us, Happy is the best player in Warcraft 3 of all time, in the best shape in comparison to the competition of all time, resulting in the biggest dominance of a player in this game of all time. Now, on Thursday, he only defeated Life by one map in a best of 7. 120 has been in tremendous shape recently. So, what are we gonna get? We have our... Whoa! Sacrificial Skull. Oh my god. Someone in chat said, Happy spammed fast expansion the entire day on BNet. Is that a sign? Look at that. It might be a sign. He might go back to the fast expansion because this matchup between Happy and 120, it's a lot about strategies. And a lot of these strategies come and go in waves. So something that was played 6 weeks ago, then faded out, might be brought back. This is maybe something that Happy is doing here. Going for Lich, he always does this. Going for Ghouls, he always does this. But sometimes fast tech, sometimes rushes into 120's base, and sometimes expanding. Dopus Day was the user that scouted this. Well done. 120 is ready for harass. He will probably not be able to get elasted here. That would be a miracle. But he can delay this. And 120 crafted, because this was getting more common by Happy in the past couple of weeks, 120 crafted a tier 2 push strategy against these expansions. With Dark Ranger, with Wagons. Super interesting setup. Very, very hype. Happy, Lich, fast expansion, 120, Ted, Fiends, Tech with the Dark Ranger follow-up. That is very likely.
A player's
So,
forces are
how good is
attack.
this early game going to be? I think this was very clean by Happy so far. He got level 2.4. 120 also with a couple of XP. Got a Trapper here, I guess. And not too many HP gone. Sharking around the tavern now, reuniting or uniting with the Fiend. Happy using the skeletons, you know, if you can get damage done, get damage done. Acolyte is interesting, isn't it?
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy trying to close the door here on the right-hand side. There is a Nova available. Gotta be super careful to not get the Fiend Nova and surrounded. This is an intricate little dance between them. But we are at the tavern, right? We are. That's what the Acolyte is for. So this should be a Dark Ranger, and then she comes swooping in from the left-hand side. But Happy is pulling back already, knowing the enemy timing. This will be poison. Oh, Happy, is that the right call? To go for a poison creep when the Dark Ranger is coming in. Nice distraction, though, with the Lich. So this shall not be punished. Before we move back, creep a little bit, and now Happy is the one harassing. Oh, the tactical intricacies here between the two. Lich getting too hurt, not contesting this anymore. The answer by 120 against this was nice. Oh, tier 3. This is not 120's regular follow-up. It was all gas, no brakes. Dark Ranger Fiends, pow, pow, pow. Onto this position against all the ghouls. Raise skeletons, kill Expo. Add statues and... Okay, add statues and a wagon and push the entire time. Now we rush tier 3. Slaughterhouse is actually quite late.
Player's forces are under attack.
And a surplus on gold. Big heal potion need. Very different tempo. As if 120 expected this. And he has a new solution against this. If I remember correctly, Fast Expo wasn't common. So there was no imminent need by 120 to craft up a new strategy. It is a solid game plan, I think. Instead of early harass, oh, the Fiends! That was an invite. 120 wasn't looking for a second. And he has no TP no more. One Fiend terribly hurt, other Fiend terribly hurt. Creeps help as well. Oh, damn. That might break 120's neck. There was time to maneuver against this, it feels like. Lich has killer items, by the way. Sobi Mask, Claws, Mantle Gloves. And level 3. Maybe he should have pushed to keep the Lich and Ghouls from creeping. He got the Fiend up top as well. Oh, damn. Now, the Nova makes it so you need to invest the coil defensively. Terrible game, 120. Easy to say now. The old approach would have possibly worked out better. Happy also. Extremely defensive. Double crypt immediately. Delayed the tech for that. Goes heavy into Fiends now. Oh, and this? Not worth it. Can we snipe an Echo? Could block him here, but there's a tele staff as well. Hit, Nova, pound. 120 is not moving. Now he is. Dreadful game. I wonder what comeback mechanism 120 sees here. He's gonna lose the Lich if not careful. Happy is treating his units like they're all raw eggs.
A player's forces are under attack.
Heal ward super efficient as there is no statues yet. Now the Lich is out. Rune Bracer's okay, I think. But this is the one push 120 has. This is fortified well. This, I mean, it's the main base, right? Can't prevent the DK. Maybe you can snipe him, but it should be easy to maneuver into the back. What a beautiful base build this is. He knows that there's a push coming. You have to protect your tier 2 buildings, and it's beautifully done. Well crafted. We go for the shop. That would mean no stat. If he can kill the shop, though, no statues, no orb, no progress towards destroyers. It is the Achilles heel, but you gotta reach that Achilles heel, huh? Against Achilles. That's not too easy. Ideally, ghouls are turning into skeletons now. Focus fire is nice. More skeletons on the field. Happy had invested into mercenaries. They will fall and give Happy 120 fodder. Some gorgeous Fiend play, we have to say. 120 doesn't have much, but he has it now. And he has that tech lead. This is the only power spike there is. But the statues are out already. Immense help. 4 Fiends versus 5. Mana is of course on level 4. Lich infinite. Coils are not. Can we get that kill? Oh, yeah, that Lich is dead, isn't it? Only a level 1 Lich. Maybe not the end of the fight. Or it is the end of the fight. It could also very much be the end of the fight. I think Happy caught 120 on another foot here. That left-hand side creep jack, when you're on a timing push, there is no way you can afford 2 Fiends to die in the mid-game. Doing this more frequently for a while.
A player's forces are under attack.
Does this time we don't have a sacrificial skull? We are not going for an expo because Happy knows that 120 loves this spot. This is because they know each other so well, right? It's a rather new map, but they found each other a couple of times here. And it is a contested spot. 120 already not doing anything. Tough decisions to make, man. Do you want to contest the Lich and try to creep jack him? There's no way to get a last hit here. There shouldn't. Happy got a good opportunity for a triple skeleton kill. 120 gets it. Nice. The question is, at what cost? Because he already lost half of his XP. Happy will deny the Acolyte. No, he will not. Okay, surprise, surprise. Ghouls are creeping in the meantime. He does get the corpse for the skeletons, though. And has backpack. So Lich can roam. Ghouls bring the Rod of Necromancy. I don't see one yet, but he still has 2 charges. And then, even though he couldn't get the little green, he was creeping here at the lab. Ghouls move in. Easy to creep this one. And for 120, everything is slower. He only has skeletons and a fiend. Now Happy could creep jack, maybe. He's still busy here. Bro, if he roams with the Lich, he could snipe this, I think. But okay, we got Watch Awards, amazing. We got Replenishment Potions, super nice. Nobody will complain. This is what I mean. This is exactly the creep jack I mean. Gotta run. But we have level 2 and Unholy Aura that makes it easier to run away here, even though, of course, Nova can slow you down. A little bit of an opportunity, actually, to snipe a couple of ghouls and to do some damage. Lich level 3 with 1 more kill. Holding mana until he has the better levels. What an opportunity for 120 this was! Surround perfectly. It doesn't look like 120 is on top of his game today. Surround number 2. Yeah! Happy surrounds have gotten to absurd levels. Locked in. Double kill again. Disaster 120 back to back. Lost Refuge, Shattered Exile, same timing, same result. This time difference though.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's no Happy Expo. But this is never allowed to happen. There was rather poor execution by 120, we have to say. Nova gets another kill. The ghoul block. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. See what I mean at the beginning of the series? That Happy is the most dominant player. And he's dominating the series to a new level.
Players' forces are under
Boy,
attack.
we had to chuck a potion here, didn't we? We have a counter Lich now. Dude, they're playing the same race, but Happy is on a different level. This surround doesn't stick. There was no TP. Terrible series for 120 so far. We are used to seeing this executed a million times better. 120 played 2-2 before. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he's triggered from whatever happened there. But Happy is eating him alive. But yeah, it's for people who don't watch Happy vs 120 series for the last 6 years. I do understand that it's not that easy to realize the strength, especially when both maps are like over in 6 to 9 minutes. But we've been there. We've seen glorious 120 wins with the first tier 3 fight. But yeah, it is a little counterintuitive when he started doing this. Like, why are you even contesting? It cannot work. Lich is getting all the last hits. Lich has all the advantages. You can operate from range. You have the instant nuke compared to the weaker coil that also has traveling time. They dance around each other like counter creep routes. This is the advantage of Nova on display right there. But at least he makes Happy spend his mana. chipping some damage away, slowing the Lich down. If you don't contest, Happy is gonna be level 3 Lich in no time, and then the misery is even bigger. There's a lot of poison here, actually. Happy gets everything, denies everything. Good retreat here, though. Don't run into surround. Oh, please don't run into a surround. Here's the Fiend. He brings the Acolyte as a counter block, maybe? This is potential here. For sure. Don't run into a surround. 1-0. That's so obvious. Holy shit. This is... I always try to find silver linings and hype up the players. This is the weakest 1-0 I've seen in weeks, if not months. You know, they call 1-0 the V-neck warrior. The deeper his V-neck, the better the performance. Today he got like that Steve Jobs pullover. What's it called? You know. Turtleneck thing. Yeah, today 1-0 turtleneck. We have to say though, if 1-0 comes back from this, he might have the motivation, the confidence for a reverse sweep.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Happy is not level 3, that's an accomplishment. And now no solo experience anymore. We have to say he didn't lose a Fiend. It's all about Fiends. Eventually, at some point in this matchup, it's all about Fiends. We need statues desperately, but they're coming. 1-0, always faster statues. Also, better statue usage than Happy. This is one of the few sectors in the game where 1-0 is just straight up better. In straight up Fiend fights and with statue usage, I would give, on a good day, 1-0 the advantage. And this is why he plays the way he plays.
A player's forces are under attack.
Obvious that 1-0 is taking risks. Lich inventory is again good. But you know, that's hard to find bad items in the Lich. Gotta accelerate the creeping. At the moment you cannot contest anything because Nova will destroy everything. And so you gotta scout and you gotta keep your distance. Happy always plays backpack now, right? 2026 year of backpack. I told you since January. Happy's listening. Always looking for new moves to improve his gameplay. And this time, it's backpack. We got the big invo potion, and usually these spots, Happy loves to contest for them. He loves the big consumables. But 120 is getting there. So if you were a doubter of the DK Fiend strategy, you will see the effect of the DK Fiend strategy. We go Crypt Lord, that is... Oh, he cancelled. Nag. Oh, Dark Ranger. So this is so funny because it's the regular hero. But for 120, that's incredibly rare. Needs a coil. We don't have silence. We have Black Arrow. Coil was not available. 1 second. The creeps are still helping. We do have the big heal potion. So for the fights, this is gonna be good. The Fiend will still hurt though. 120 is not gonna have the perfect 50-foot army. The first destroyer is up, and that's usually the sign for Happy to not engage into the fight. He's waiting for his Crypt Lord. He's waiting for Ghoul Frenzy. Level-wise, fairly even. Happy picks up a Dark Ranger as well with the silence. That is now the better choice. For creeping, Black Arrow is better. And against ghouls, Black Arrow is better. Both queue the Crypt Lord, both cancelled the Crypt Lord. Rally point issue. Oh damn, 120. Lucky that this wasn't punished. You gotta bring your A game now. You gotta wreck these frenzy ghouls. Happy is trying to put them into a more defensive position. 120 is fighting for survival. If he wants a chance at the grand final, this is your fight. This is your timing. This is what the entire game revolves around. But Happy got smarter. Yoinks that Destro. Happy got smarter, trying to position the ghouls in the back for exactly these moments. Coil ready, ghouls destroyed. 10-foot lead by 120. Destroyer also down. And now rally point issue still coming in from the right hand side, getting greeted here. All ghouls down, only one remaining, but the Fiends for 120 right for the picking. This is where the level 2 Nova still shines, and Happy is the one with the destroyer in the fight. Happy is the one with the better Fiend control. He saves the Fiend to the right hand side. 120 is suffering, suffering, and suffering. Can he still do it though? Destroyer almost full mana. Taken out. Fiend saved. There is a chance to win this for 120. As he has no mana no more until it is not level 3. Only about the units. In such a hero heavy matchup like Undead, always 6 heroes. It's only about the Fiends. Fiend superiority now on Happy, but the statue superiority is on 120. More regen. And Fiends are trickling in as well. Lich! Potion. He's trying to bait. There is no more Nova. Happy statue. Almost empty. Needs another one, but that will take some time. Also travel time. 120, 10 foot ahead. Careful with that Lich. Silence, and that Destroyer heals himself. Gets the coil. Nice! He dispelled the silence, and that enabled the coil. Still gets the Destroyer, but at what cost is the question. Happy's closing that supply gap though, as the armies are looking more and more even. 120 is a king at baiting damage onto the DK. And that's exactly what he's doing here. Fiend denied. Excellent. Not something that 120 is doing. Oh, that looked like a surround almost. Frost armor, I have to say, I don't feel it. Against ghouls, nice. But Happy can now play level 2 Dark Ritual. Invo Potion at least. Dust settles. This is the 120 game. This is the game he likes. But level-wise, he isn't there. 4-3-1 against 3-2-2. At least there's silence now. Never-ending fight here. Happy has the hero numbers. 120 has the Fiend numbers. Get out of my game, Lich. Doesn't work that way. Not that easy. And Happy uses the Lich as the mana battery. And the battery will come to 120's Fiends. The micro is getting better. Still that Fiend down. Reinforcements non-stop. Macro on both sides. Brilliant. Oh, statues are attacking. Need a coil. It's just Happy marching forward the entire time. statue micro 120. There it is. Boom, heal, boom, heal, boom, heal. When is someone building an advantage? Second attack upgrade for 120. Heal scroll instead of invuln. Makes sense against Nova. Circle it at this stage. Okay. Sasquatch would have been amazing. Dark Ranger! Invul potion last second. Mamma mia. 120 needs this level 2 Nova, dude. He can't get it. He can't get it. He's getting some kills, but Happy is denying everything. When was the last time the Lich leveled a bit? And again, a Destroyer falling so quickly. Not enough. Oh, Happy got a lot of momentum now. 1, 2 kills, almost 3. Now we got level 3. Oh, finally. 120 was waiting minutes for this. But he's just losing. He's just losing, man. Happy is taking over. There was a heal scroll as well. It's 1, 2, 3 units, one after the next. The last series in B Cup between them was so incredibly close. It was one of the best series in the entire spring. Not the same here today. It feels like Happy has stepped up his fighting habits and is tearing 120 apart. The closest game between them. The idea of 120's build shines through. But again, wasn't it? Again, a Fiend early. Again, so much HP lost as well. And the levels. At some point, it's the levels. How's he second place in the world? Difference between first and second seems vast. It is vast. But you should see 120 against other people that are not happy.
A player's
and then you should see Happy against other people that are not happy. And But life is Happy's greatest challenger at the moment. And that's the grand final. Happy vs. Life. Best of 7. So we do have an expansion. Similar to map 1.
Players' forces are under attack.
Skelly gets the kill. That shouldn't be the case. Seems like 120 is playing this slower. He will still be playing against Soen game for 3rd. The amount of skeletons, man, is crazy. It's even without backpack. Oh, 120 gets a kill. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, trying to play around Lich cooldowns there. Nice. Also small turtle, right? Happy, ultra efficient. Instant defense. Whoa, the staff play is gorgeous, man. The grand final is secure. It's only a couple of bucks. And Happy is playing like the world championship depends on it. What a nice sequence this was. Contesting the green spot for 120, pulling back, be ready for the defense. Amazing.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then staff will be sold in a second. Double gloves, mantle, and big mana. Happy is playing such high tempo. But we have to say 120 didn't lose speed. It's still good map control for Happy with that fast level 3 edge. Telestep. Yeah, he bought the Telestep just for this one move. Worth. Otherwise, DK can get a lot of damage in here. We have to say, Happy's expansion is rather late. Tier 3 on the way. Okay, we do get the rematch of Game 1 Last Refuge, just with 2 Fiends more.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Happy's efficiency is crazy. The fact that Happy is able to step up his game with almost every week and find new ways to improve after all this time of dominance is ridiculous. Why would you do this? What? Oh, the body block. 1-0 is dead. Zeppelin maybe? Fine. Yeah, it's a terrible 1-0 series. It's a terrible 1-0 series today. As if he was begging for this creep check. You can appreciate all the greatness that Happy is doing. But also we have to say 1-0 has to be criticized for the performance today. But yeah, 1-0 so-win should be really fun.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Happy versus Life, hopefully epic. Have to say though, Life has to step it up a little bit compared to the semi. We got 1-0 creeping this time.
Forces are under attack.
When the best player of all time opens Legion Mirror, how do you question that and go DK? Why would you want to go with the same strategy against the best player who is better with that hero, who is better with that unit?
A player's forces are under attack.
You have to find different avenues where you are better at. And where you have timing that you can play. As I said, I don't do arm wrestling against Andre the Giant. I might invite him to a Warcraft knowledge quiz. I have better chance of winning there. Beer drinking competition? Bad idea, dude. Bad idea. You don't want a drinking contest with Andre. Okay, I think first 4 minutes, no Fiend is dead. Yet. And the DK is level 2. I feel like Lich always wants to get level 3. DK always wants to get level 2. Oh, body block. He's still in range. No. And this is how you get level 3. Beautiful timing. Beautiful roaming. Still can heal a little bit. 2-0 is trying, man. Kudos to him for trying at game 5 after this disaster of a series.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's contesting all this while creeping in parallel. And 1-0. This is enough to handle for him at the moment already. But that's the beauty of ghouls. You creep with them, they're all hurt equally if you do it right. You send them back to the hospital on Blight where they heal for when you need them, and then the next rotation is in like a hockey team.
A player's forces are under attack.
For now, good for 1-0 to have distance. His power spike is coming 9 minute 30. Happy lost the ghoul. Keeps happening, huh? I mean, he probably saw that on the Hera streams. That you lose ghouls creeping now. And he's taking inspiration from Hera in that regard. And it goes vice versa. An opportunity, maybe. It's a powerful creep thought.
The player's forces are under attack.
Happy disengaging. Lich is here. Tech is running. And what's the, is it 20 seconds? 15 seconds that 1-0 is ahead. 15 seconds with Destroyer against no Destroyer. Maybe even more. I feel like this damage is unnecessary. On the highest level, of course. If you play on ladder and this happens, not a real issue.
The player's forces are under attack.
But Happy had to move away from the orange. Is that the first real win for 1-0 this series? I feel like it. I feel like it. But yeah, it's crazy how 1-0 is getting put in his place today. Like, I have the highest admiration for 1-0's Warcraft. I play more or less his style, so obviously an inspiration. Not today though. Maybe one. Maybe one. One game. This is the first time I think where 1-0's meta strat is coming together with the Crypt Lord. The meta between them was shifting into heavy fiend fights. Less timing. And then Crypt Lord, when the Impales land, Impale is insane against fiends. Better than Dark Ranger. As you got the Fiend Focus Fire and Destroyer Focus Fire against the ghouls, at that timing you don't need the Black Arrow. And Happy gets the red spot. Uncontested. And Happy goes Crypt Lord as well. Knowing that Impale will win games. Unholy Aura and Rune Brace is actually really bad items. But it's a nice find. Steal. Does that delay anything? Not really. Orb up.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we fight over the orange spot again. Oh, another snipe. And is that level 3? Oh, it's not. It's not, but it's level 4 on the Lich. Crypt Lord comes in. Here we go. The last big timing. All the hands up in the air with that Impale. Lich is eating a lot of damage. What the hell? This Impale look interesting to say the least. Ghouls still ravaging. 1-0's Fiend kiting. I mean, the Frost Armor helps against this. Level 3 finally. Oh, finally! Fiends start to fall. Statues by 1-0 out of the fight. The fight is now everywhere as Happy morph both Destroyers. Rare sight of seeing that. Not having a statue in the fight at all. But it works, man. It works. Usually, after a fight like this, 1-0 has a 10-foot lead and then Happy keeps crawling back. Not the case. Not the case. Impales by 1-0. There was one Impale, right? And that was a weak one. Still playable though.
Player's forces are under attack.
Still playable. Yep, Happy broke upkeep very quickly. Probably also not to use to not lose too much in that timing fight. And both have their eyes on the red spot. And the sharp heal scroll in bold. And Happy is able to afford this despite breaking upkeep is remarkable. Maybe he
Players'
sold an
forces
item for
are under
this.
attack.
Creep check now. Lucky that the creeps disengage. We still have a ghoul here. No silence, of course. No Dark Ranger. It's a bit about destroyers first, fiend second. 1-0 again. One fiend down. Two of them at 50%. We have no impale currently on Happy. This was the last one. Denied again. The advantage of Dark Ritual is staggering. Another fiend falling. This time he gets the coil out. It is probably their closest fight. But is it really close? Good coil. Happy can eat ghouls, eat fiends. He's pulling all ghouls for this fight, huh? No, he's got two at home. 1-0 never cleaned up all ghouls. Fiend behind enemy lines here. Happy's just waiting. He's just waiting. Dude, he knows exactly 1-0 is desperate for XP. And here we go again. So smart. He just knows at every step of the way what 1-0 is doing. We don't even have a destroyer. This is supposed to be a destroyer timing. There is no destroyer. And no coil. And another field.
The player's forces are under attack.
Fatality. Today, 1-0 is not the undead it takes to threaten Happy in any fight, really. He's such a beast, and 1-0 still he wants to brute force his red spot. There's also no other option. If he's not getting the red spot, Happy gets the red spot, and then his heroes grow to infinitum, and then he bounces back to the shop, gets the heal scrolls, invo potions again. Then you've also lost, so rather compete and aim for a lucky punch, I guess. The supply is as close as it gets at the moment, and fast reinforcements. Can this snowball somehow, with shop access, with mana potions access, with 1-0 being at 50 supply and getting more gold? There are a couple of advantages for 1-0 that Happy negates by just slaughtering these fiends. Even mixes in an up-arm now. Oh, that's interesting. Coil timing's brilliant. Fiend focus great. The impales also. What are these impales? Very low value. Happy splits nicely against it sometimes. But Happy has One Direction queued on his Spotify playlist here today.
The player's forces are under attack.
Respect to 1-0 for not completely falling apart, even if it's 0-4. Oh, those are the impales we need, man. That's exactly the impales we did. That was maybe the first good one. Happy's DK in trouble, has a heal scroll, but the focus fire doesn't land in the process. That hero focus didn't kill or threaten any fiends. We got one loss here, another one here. Happy's advantage is getting bigger and bigger. Also in the XP department, the Crypt Lord is level 3. And the Frost Armor idea, no way. No, that's not the play. So stressful to micro this, eh? Obviously, at any given time, there could be a Nova. You have to be on high alert the entire time. You gotta micro your statues on top of that as well, but that's the Crypt Lord done. And that is the most one-sided series between Happy and 1-0 in many, many moons. With that, Crypt Lord can of course never reach level 3 and the advantage is growing. There was a lucky punch attempt, but these lucky punches don't land, man. They don't. 6 saves. When did Happy lose the last unit?
A player's forces are under attack.
But that's of course also due to the fact that 120 is going purely for hero focus now. The last ditch effort. Shouldn't be a way for 120 to get this. Oh, Impale, beautiful zoning tool. And he rather kills the DK than the Magnetor Reaver, and the Magnetor Reaver survives, everybody. Wow, that was so impressive. What a performance, man. What a performance. Not for the viewers. This was a series for people that enjoy raw skill and for people who love to see Happy dominate the opposition. There's many people like that. He made 120 look like an absolute fool today. It started early. This was 2 maps very, very early on where 120 just lost 2 Fiends. And if you play, Fiends are expensive, Fiends are slow, Fiends are absolutely essential for 120's gameplay.